Imagine this. You are free, you are respected, you have a wife, children, and a talent the whole town admires. And in one night, it's all ripped away. This isn't fiction. This happened. His name was Solomon Northup, and here on Ryan's Movie Recaps, we are about to step into the 12 stolen years that nearly broke him, but didn't. Solomon Northup, violinist, family man, living in Saratoga Springs, Newark, 1841. Born free, he was earning his living through music and carpentry. Friends knew him as a man of skill and integrity. Then, opportunity came calling. Two well-dressed men offered him high-paying work in Washington, D.C. They needed a talented musician for a traveling show. Expenses paid, a quick trip. It sounded harmless. He didn't know it was a trap. The journey was smooth. Good food, polite company. But after dinner one evening, the wine turned bitter in his mouth. His head spun, vision blurred, and then darkness. When he awoke, cold stone walls surrounded him. Iron shackles gripped his wrists. His clothes were gone.
I'm a free man.
Resolve this.
His papers proving his freedom, gone.
You're no free man.
When he protested, the blows came fast and hard. In a slave pen in Washington, strangers inspected him like livestock. They asked no questions, because in their eyes, he wasn't a man, he was property.
Come on, move it!
Soon, he was loaded onto a riverboat, heading south. The farther they traveled, the more his identity faded. No one called him Solomon anymore. He was Platt, a name forced upon him. His free life erased. The boat docked in Louisiana. The heat was brutal. The air hung heavy. On the auction block, buyers prodded and judged the captives. Muscles, teeth, scars, all examined. Solomon was sold to a man named Ford. Ford was fairer than most, treating him with a degree of respect and valuing his carpentry skills. But kindness here was fragile, always overshadowed by the reality of ownership. Conflict with an overseer named John Tibbetts turned violent. Solomon defended himself, a dangerous act in a place where black lives had no legal defense. Ford intervened, but couldn't protect him for long. To save his investment, Ford sold Solomon to Edwin Epps, a man whose cruelty was legendary. Epps believed pain was a tool. He drove his slaves to pick cotton from dawn to nightfall, demanding impossible quotas. And if they failed, punishment was certain. Solomon learned quickly. Survival meant silence. Every word could be twisted into a reason for punishment. Among Epps' slaves was Patsy, a woman unmatched in skill in the fields, but also the target of Epps' obsession and cruelty. Her suffering was constant, her spirit tested every day. Solomon found small ways to resist. He built things, played music when allowed, and most importantly, he remembered who he was. Memory was his weapon.
Tell me all. I'm afraid to tell you.
The years blurred. The only markers of time were the seasons and the stars. A chance for freedom came when a sympathetic man promised to send a letter north. Solomon risked everything to tell his story, but weeks later, no response. The man had betrayed him. The sting of false hope cut deeper than the lash. Still, Solomon adapted. He kept quiet, observed, waited. Sometimes, glimpses of humanity surfaced. A shared meal, a brief smile.
Collect the team and see what good you can do.
Wyatt, you are a marvel.
A whispered word of encouragement among the enslaved, but they were fleeting. By now, Solomon had been a slave for more than a decade. His wife and children were distant memories, but his will to survive, still there, waiting. One day, Epps hired a Canadian carpenter named Samuel Bass. Bass spoke openly about his belief that slavery was wrong. Dangerous words in the South. Solomon took a risk. He told Bass the truth, that he was a free man, kidnapped into slavery. Bass believed him. More than that, he promised to act. Baz wrote letters to contacts in New York, explaining Solomon's situation, and then they waited. Days turned to weeks. Every sound of approaching troops could mean rescue or death. Then at last, news arrived. Someone from New York was coming. The first real sign of hope in 12 long years. A sheriff arrived with a man named Henry Northup, a friend from Saratoga sent to bring Solomon home. Epps tried to block them,
As it will be my pleasure to bankrupt you in the courts.
but the law was on Henry's side.
And him. That is my nigga. He is Mr. Solomon Northup.
For the first time in over a decade, Solomon heard his real name spoken in freedom. Tears fell, not just his own. He returned to New York and was reunited with his family.
I apologize.
Is your grandson Solomon Northup Staunton?
His children were grown. His wife had lived years without him. The joy was overwhelming, but the years lost could never be returned. Solomon wrote his memoir, 12 Years a Slave, determined to expose the truth. His courage gave the world one of the most detailed first-hand accounts of American slavery. 12 years stolen, 12 years survived, and through his voice, the world remembers. This is more than history, it's resilience. If this story moved you, don't just watch. Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more unforgettable recaps. And let's keep these stories alive together.